yes, and yes, I've got my special guest. This girl, man, our story from when we first met, you're going to hear all about it. She goes by the name of Kelly Bridges, aka Kel's Kitchen. How you doing, Buttes? What's happening?
I'm good. I'm very,
Yeah.
very good. Yeah.
I always start with
Yeah.
the conversation like this, I always start because we're pretty close to the beginning of the year, but so much has been happening. Like, let's start with New Year's Eve or New Year's. How was your start of the year? Were you out raving or were you out like kind of working, doing your thing?
You know what? For once in my life, I was not partying on New Year's Eve. I actually had for once, like probably the first time in like 20 years.
Yeah.
I had an event. It was like a really nice gaff. It was a family do. I think there was like 40 of them.
Nice.
So I cooked a 3-course meal and then we DJ'd after. So yeah, it was a big party. I was sober though. I was the only one sober in the whole
Look,
place.
it changes, right? It's like the same with me.
Yeah.
It's like all of a sudden, New Year's was all about spending like money. Now I'm making double money. Do you know what I mean? Friends are like hating.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Like, it's right now. We've done our bit. We've done the partying bit. Now we're just raking in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As well, and especially what we're going to come to is like obviously your idea, which came up with Kel's Kitchen. But yeah, as everyone probably could hear, she's got a certain twang to her little accent there. You know what I'm saying? So, what area are you from? And let everyone know, like, literally, what area.
Yeah, I'm from Essex, Harlow. Grew up there, lived there. I mean, I've moved to Australia and Thailand and other parts of Essex, but I've always gone back to Harlow. So yeah, that's where I'm from.
Oh man,
it's near the home of Towie. That's why I sound like I do. Don't take the
I'm gonna come back to that, because there's a few little discoveries that come along the way, especially with your social media. I know with Essex, it's like such a big, vast place, and like when people say, "Oh yeah, I'm from Essex," it's like, "Yo, dude, this place is tonk." Do you know what I mean? It's massive. Do you know what I mean? I've got a friend, my friend Lisa. She's from like Clacton on Sea. Do you know that at all?
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. So that's like an hour and a half away from me.
Right.
Like Essex is huge.
And you're in Essex, right?
Yeah.
Hour and a half. You hear this, right? You hear this? So I always like to know because we should probably share how we first met, and then we'll go back to where it all began for you. But just for the listeners to know, I was just minding my own business in Sushi Samba, right?
Not for long.
Right? I was just minding my own business, and this I got made eye contact with this girl Kelly, right? And she looked at me and I looked at her, and we don't know, there was this energy, and it was just saying trouble. And we both looked at each other and we both knew. Now the crazy thing with this, like all through the night, no matter where anytime we cross paths, we look at each other and thought, wait, trouble. Hold it down, right?
That's what we were saying all night.
That's all we were saying. We didn't say any more. That's everything we were saying. And I don't know, I think it could have been like a couple of months later. And I get this email. Well, not email, I get a message on Instagram. And somebody's asking me to play sax at one of their brunches. And I didn't clock it because I didn't clock the name. But then when I looked into their social media, I was like, oh my God, it's you. I couldn't believe it. It's trouble. So one way or another, the universe wasn't finished with us two, even though we both thought, oh, this is trouble. But since we've been doing our thing, like, guys, I've been like a massive support of Kel's Kitchen. Kel's going to support, I'm going to explain everything to you guys what it's about. But it's like a proper family operation. It's pretty much mostly females, but so that's why I feel blessed that I'm still part of the team. Thank you very much.
You're the only guy on it. You're in the bongos.
Man, exactly. So I feel blessed by that. But yeah, like I'm gonna start with you with just letting everybody else know, like, how did this like whole journey for you begin? I mean, I know you like music and you like food, and when I was reading up on your website, it's like, that's what brings people together, right? Do you know what I mean? So
it does, always.
Let's start with music, because that's probably like your first thing, and then kind of we'll come into where Kel's Kitchen come into. Like, what was your vibe of music?
Now we're going back, way back into time.
Do you know what? I've loved partying since before I was allowed to party. Do you know what I mean? I was trying to get sneaking clubs when I was like 15, 16. And then I think it was like, you know, when the Fuse days were at 93 Feet East.
Yeah, of course. Brick
Every
Lane.
single Sunday I was there. I didn't have no roast dinners.
Okay.
We used to call it church. There was like 30 of us that went, like big gang, every single Sunday. And that was really the point that I knew that I loved music. Yeah, it was just amazing.
And what style of music? What was your vibe like? Because not to show your age, but what was your kind of vibe when you thought, yeah, I like this dance music? Because obviously we have different categories. From back in my days, we had the garage, we had the house, we had the drum and bass jungle. What was your thing?
I always started with garage. Always.
Yeah, you know that.
I'm still a garage girl. Through.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was that, and then obviously, discovered Fuse, and it was house music. Then I discovered Ibiza. I was going out there. All my mates were working out there for the seasons, and I was obviously doing a 9 to 5. I used to go out there on a Friday night after work and fly back Monday morning at like 6 and go back to work.
Man, we had stamina back then, yeah.
Look, honestly, I haven't got it now.
No. Look, end of the day, it's gone. All right, I've had a good run. We've had a good run.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Done. Do you know what I mean? That itch has been well and truly scratched. So you've kind of followed along that vibe, and then let me guess. I'm assuming, but correct me if I'm wrong. But kind of when COVID hit, you kind of did this idea of Kel'S Kitchen come about around about then.
Yeah, I was like, I was actually working as an account manager for a recycling company, and I was doing it for for 18 years, so it's quite a long time. So that was all I knew, and obviously everyone got furloughed, and I've always loved cooking and obviously music, and I don't know what it was. I was just sitting on my sofa on a Sunday night. All my mates are DJs, so they were all out of work and they're all depressed and all that sort of stuff. Like, it was quite bad actually. Right. But yeah, I was sitting on my sofa on a Sunday, drinking a glass of red wine like I am
now. Go on.
Always. And I thought, do you know what? I want to make something out of this. Like, I don't just want to sit around and mope about. I want to do something. So yeah, I just thought of the idea of private chef and DJ in people's houses. And obviously not when the restrictions were in place. It was after they sort of relaxed. But like Sam Divine and that, they weren't allowed to play in clubs because all the clubs were shut. But you was allowed to go in people's houses. So I was taking the likes of Sam Divine, like the probably the biggest female house DJ in the world. I was taking her to people's houses, and they were like, "What? What's going on?" So that did kind of help me get my foot in the door. But I think people were just like, "What a niche thing to think of," and I thought it's probably the best thing I've ever thought of in my life.
It's mad, that whole period, because so many people had the opportunity to kind of say, right, am I going to be creative here, or am I just going to wait for everything to be open again and go back to doing what I was doing? And I feel like there's a lot of great stories, and you are definitely representing that, where people kind of come up with an idea for, like, I've got my friends there, this is what I like. And probably this goes on to my next question. It's like, the food thing, was there a little something about you like cooking food, or was it just like, you know what, I'm going to learn to start cooking food now in lockdown? What was your thing?
You know what, I've always loved it. You know, everyone was cooking like banana breads when they were lockdown. I started banana breads and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I just started cooking more and more. I started up a recipe page, and everyone was loving it because everyone was sitting indoors, like didn't really have anything to do. And then I've loved cooking since I was probably about 10. And I've always cooked for family, for friends. Every time I go to my friends' houses, I'll cook them a nice dinner. So yeah, I've just like kind of built on that and just kind of taught myself, really, self-taught.
Well, this is the whole point, because I grew up with only child with my mum, right? So she passed pretty much everything down to me. And I remember back in the days, I'll be in the kitchen and I'll say, "Mum, there's nothing here," and she'll be like, "Shh." She'd go to the cupboards, and I don't know how she done it. She'll pull out this whole dish, and I'm like, where did you pull that out from? But as I've got older, I'm like a lot more self-sufficient, right? I started to open the drawer, and all those spices, when I used to look in a drawer thinking, what's this all about? Trust me, I can't get enough of spices. Like, my drawer is massive. Like, seasoning, flavoring is key to my dishes at the moment. So, and I can literally walk into my kitchen and go, right, that boss, I can pick something up. So did you learn that kind of because you said you're self-taught, did you learn that kind of everything? Like I've learned with cooking is like everything's got its little formula, so you can actually experiment and try different things as long as you know the foundations to each dish.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, as long as you know the foundations, you can make anything. I think always my best meals are when I just make it up as I go along.
Yeah, that's it. Improv.
And they're always the ones I do them for people. They're like, "Oh my god, how'd you do that?" I'm like, "I can't remember."
Yeah, look, I'm telling you, right?
That's it.
I've had some of the best ones where I'm a little bit cheese. Do you know what I mean? A little bit like I get so creative on that level. Do you know what I mean? So So I mean, what would you say like your go-to dish was like when you were kind of experimenting? Like that's the one you knew you could pull out to the family, and that's the one like is a winner.
I don't know. There's loads, you know.
Yeah, because like some people have their Sunday roast, some people like their Caribbean, something like their Italian.
I'll smash that.
You know what? I had a vibe.
I'll smash that.
That's probably why I thought you were trouble, right? Because that's my weakness, Sunday roast. Big time.
I think Sunday roast is probably my favourite thing I do I do like Christmas dinner every Sunday pretty much.
Nice. Yeah. Steak.
Everyone
you know, it's so simple. You know, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you right now, right?
Yeah.
And I'll probably talk to you offline, but I got a T-bone. I just got a T-bone today, steak.
Yeah.
All right. And that's getting dealt with after we finish this podcast. I'm telling you, right? But I might need a few little, because I've never done I've never cooked it. Yeah,
I'll let you know how to do it. Yeah.
So yeah, because for everyone to know, like Kel'S Kitchen, like it's been, I've loved every experience. Like I played the sax there, and they've had events when it's been birthdays or wherever, parties and different occasions, and also we've gone to different venues, and it's been like a regular thing where like we go there, take over the venue for a brunch and rock it out, and man, the vibe, the family, the crowd, everyone's always having a great time. So I definitely recommend it. Look out for Kel'S Kitchen. Obviously, all the stuff's going to be in the link below. But I just want to talk about like when you do those private parties, do people have those requests, certain requests, and you have to be a lot creative, or do you have your set menu of what you've got and they kind of choose from it?
Yeah, so I think I've got about 8 menus, and I say to people, if there's anything, like I'll let them look through them all. If there's anything they want to chop and change, like if they don't like the dessert on one, they can pick it from another. Or if they want to change anything, like I'm easy. But yeah, I've got a set menu. But yeah, people can do whatever they want.
Man, you've had it. Like I've seen some serious spreads at your place, man. Like
tables.
Trust me, them tables. Jeez, like
them grazing tables.
I've had some of those. Like, literally, I have to do it, guys. After I finish playing, because like eating food before the sax, it just ain't a good look. Because all that food's going down the sax. So sometimes it could be a bit of a wind up for everyone to know. Because like literally, I'm looking at all this food while playing, thinking, "Oh, hurry up, man! I just want to finish the set and start yamming."
I wonder why you're always looking at the corner of your eye.
So, would you like? We need to know like a little bit more about like. Since you've been on this journey with Kel'S Kitchen, what would you say one of the highlights of like an event you've done, or a moment you thought you kind of like pushed the boundaries to what you thought you could achieve?
But, like the private ones, but and it's not just the burger stall at all. It's
Love a posh burger.
Fires. It's not just your like Northfield Market burger and shit.
Yeah. And what festivals are these in?
So it's at Wheeler's Farm, Chelmsford. That's where I started off.
Nice.
Done Boat Club, Bring the House Down, Marivelosa. There was quite a few. I think I'd done about 8 there. Yeah. And then people started cottoning on that I had my own food store and saw the food and stuff. Yeah. So I started doing others elsewhere. Yeah. Chalet Festival I done as well. That was good.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was probably my highlight from last year, starting up that food store.
Yeah. Man, it's like literally, it's crazy where you think from COVID and it's just like a little idea and then you're just going around to people's gardens or houses.
I know.
Then you start putting events in the bars and the restaurants, and now you're doing festivals. I mean, come on, that's pretty extraordinary. I love it.
Yeah, I just roll with it, but sometimes I look back and think, do you know what, that's pretty good.
Nah, definitely pat on the back. We have to do that because we was in a weird time, like in history, that the world stopped. And you had 2 ways you could go. You could stop with it or carry on. You carried on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then thank God you did, because we got to meet and like people won't know, but I've got so much time for your mum. If there's anyone that comes and
my mum loves
represents,
you.
there's
All
so
my
much
mates love you.
I love you, mum. I'm telling you, right?
I'm
Because
going to tell her that.
So much warmth from that lady, and she's got such a vibe, and she represents every time she comes down. Do you know what I mean?
She loves the brunch. I mean, she loves a drink at the brunch.
Exactly. But she just has such a warm smile. She's got. It makes so much sense now as well. And it's so nice to have that support from the fam. Do you know what I mean as well? Because
she does all the food stalls. She does all the festivals. She loves it.
Hear this, guys.
She'd rather do that than like just go out with her mates or whatever.
That's massive as well. It's such a massive thing for what you're doing. And you know what? Because obviously when you're always kicking off a new idea, when you get that little support, I mean, it's that support from the fam people which are close to you, it just keeps you going, because it's not always smooth sailing. You know, there's times where you have to kind of question, like, am I doing the right thing? Do you know what I mean? But I feel like the people which you trust, which are close to you, and they kind of say, look, you might have taken a little dip, but you can get back on. They're the people who keep you going. And I've had to have a lot of that on my journey as well. And I can imagine like having that on your journey, and having 100%. The support from mum is massive as well, you know?
Yeah, 100%. It's not always easy. Business. Like, I make it sound like it's brilliant, which it is. I love it, every single part of it. But also you get moments where it's quiet. Then you're like, oh my God, what am I going to do now?
Yeah, of
then
course.
It picks up. Like, it's fine. But it's not all excellent.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You're talking from a side of reality, and I think that's why I wanted to set up this podcast, was to give people, because they see it online, they see myself online, and I'm having a great time performing all over the place. But it's been a journey, and I just thought it'd be good for people to get a little background of a little bit of myself, but mostly from my guests, to kind of like give them, hopefully it's inspiring, because I want people to understand, like, we've got to where we've got to, but also it hasn't been easy. We've taken little knocks, we've taken little moments where we're thinking, what should we do next? We're a little bit lost. But having the right kind of network and community around you and support, you kind of keep going. So I hope anybody who's watching this just kind of resonates with them, and kind of, like, you know what I mean, just to say, like, if you got an idea, just keep rolling, keep niche. It's gonna take some hits, but like we found a way, and you definitely can.
If you find something you love, you just need to stick with it and just like go with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
There's not going to be highs and lows, but most of it is highs.
Yeah. But that's the point I'm talking about. That you hit it right, the nail right on the head, right? Because most of it's amazing. I was about to go in there. Most of it's goddamn amazing, but you do have moments where you have to kind of hold it together. You're gonna have down days. You're gonna have little times where you're gonna really question yourself. But the majority of it is pretty cool. When I've got to meet some amazing people, networking, doing my thing. Pretty much this is why the podcast is working, because everyone I've met on the journey is pretty much coming on this podcast, which I'm loving. So I've got to explain to everyone, I think one of the first brunches I remember doing for you, and this is Curly, right? She's got some connections, because I bowl in there, and I'm a yid through and through, right? I'm a proper yid, Tottenham supporter, right?
Yeah.
And I bust in there, and she's got Bianca Gascoigne on the deck, so I'm like, hold it down, and no joke, I held it down, right? I'm just like, casual, like, all right, but deep down I was thinking, jeez, my dad would be going crazy, like, he's proper Tottenham, and obviously everyone, you know, with Gascoigne and back in the day, so but not only that, right? I'm gonna give you another story. I was just bored, I'm jamming there, like no. And what's that one? I put it on, not on purpose. I just want everyone to know I didn't do it on purpose. I was just flicking. I was just a bit curious. And Geordie Shaw came on, right? So I'm just jamming there, watching it.
And
I'm thinking, one of the girls on there, I said, I swear she's DJ'd. Kel'S Kitchen, right? And I was a little bit, you know, when you're just a little bit like, am I tripping out here? Because I suppose I've never heard her speak, whether she's got a Geordie accent or anything like that.
Just seen her play music.
Yeah, that's it. And so could you just confirm, was that true? And how have you got these connections with these people? You're in Essex, that's in Geordie. How do you know Bianca Gascoigne? Like, you seem to be connected to a lot of these kind of like celebs at the moment.
I am, but it's because I've been out and about. Like, You know what I said? I love a party. I've always gone to events and stuff like that. Me and Bianca met, like, we've been best friends for like 16 years.
Amazing.
We just met at a random after party, and then that was it. We were best friends. So
love that.
Yeah, I kind of went to events with her, met them lot, and now they're also my best friends. Like, yeah, Abby's sick. They're all wicked DJs. Yeah, lovely people.
So much time. Yeah, loved it.
So
love their vibe.
Yeah.
Love their vibe. Every time, I've always got a lot of time for people, which you just feel like every time you're there, everyone knows everyone, and you're comfortable.
It's like a family. It's like a massive family.
That's exactly it. Yeah, it's like a proper family. But that's down to you. You put those pieces together, right?
I know.
You put those pieces together, right?
I bring everyone together. That's what I'm saying.
And that's what you said.
Brings people together.
Man, I'm an easy brother to please. Yeah, give me some tunes, give me a little munch. I am cool, 100%. Yeah, because I always before that, like, I mean, Kel'S Kitchen and that, and I think you just touched on it. Like you moved away, or you went to live abroad. Where did you go? What did you say again? Where did you go?
So it's actually me and Bianca. We went to live in Thailand. We went to Thailand for a month, and then went to Australia. Yeah, we went to Australia for a year.
Yeah, Australia for a year. Damn. Oh, right. What was that experience like? Fill me in.
Oh, don't. Mental. It was mad.
When you said that, don't. Yeah, I was thinking, what if I just open the door? I'll close the door back.
Yeah, close that. I could talk for days about that.
You two together be like, oh, God, bless you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Danger. But it was a good experience, like, because I've lived away from home for 3 years, and you definitely learn a lot about yourself. Did you find that with you?
Yeah. I think that's kind of like the person that I am today. Like, I feel like everyone needs to do that, go and explore and travel in a different country, or even just for like 3 months or something. I just feel like it grounds you a little bit and just kind of you see a 100. Different world, and it makes you appreciate stuff. Does that make sense?
100%. Like, I found a lot about myself. I feel like I reconnected with myself, because here can be such a distraction. But when you're out there and you feel like, right, it's all on me, how we survive here, you kind of a little bit more switched on. You got a lot of the comforts here with the world here, with like people you know around, your family, all that. So you just kind of chill. But when you're on your own, well, sharing it with somebody else, but still feel like you're on your own, far away from home, you kind of switch on. And that does a lot. I can't encourage that anymore for anyone out there who's thinking about doing it, because man, it's probably the best time, the best thing I could have done.
It was the best thing I've done, for sure.
Yeah. And was it because you got out there? What inspired you? Because sometimes I just want people to, I just want to try to understand, because I had my reason, because I was just in a dead end job, which is just driving around in circles like I was a driver, and I was thinking, how do I get out of this? I've got this thing called the saxophone. I had no idea that it was gonna.
Did you take it over with you?
I took it over there, right? So I went to Antigua. I went to Antigua, right? The Caribbean. I went there for 2-week holiday.
Yeah.
Met these other musicians. We jammed out. Then we thought we're going to put a band together. I came back to UK thinking, after we kind of done it for 2 weeks, we just jammed around the bars. I thought that was it. And then I got a phone call from the bass. Oh, back in the days, it was a Skype call from the bass player saying, "Oh, hey, we're all looking to do this full time. Do you know what I mean? Do you want to come and do that?" And I'm like, I went back into my driving job, handed in my notification. I was like, I'm out. You know what I mean? Resignation.
Oh, I love it.
Out. Yeah. And I went and lived there for 3 years and toured the Caribbean, playing music.
I never knew that.
Yeah. See, this is why we have the podcast. Because when we're out and about, we just don't have time to get deep.
We don't have time. No.
We don't have time. Like, we're professionals. I keep saying this. We're professionals. We got a lot of things to manage. It's hard to kind of sit down and kind of get deep. But that's pretty much, so another thing you should know, that's pretty much where these came from. I went over to the Caribbean, right? With a little afro. Right?
And you do them.
And I come back with these, and they had shells in there. I was walking barefoot. You would have been cracking up, right? If you know me before.
Shells in there again.
look, the shells, right? They just, as soon as I came back to the UK, this datty grey, the shells were like, see you later. They stayed in my hair while I was in the Caribbean. As soon as I came back to UK, they just all, one by one just fell out. Like, they're like, nah.
It's because they were sad that they weren't back there.
It was sad, yeah. I'll tell you, the other thing which was sad was my feet, right? My feet were sad because they had freedom. I was walking around barefoot, like everything was cool. When I had to put socks on again, my feet hated me, man. They were like, what is this all about? But you said you went to Thailand as well, right?
Yeah.
So that's the whole culture out there. They're pretty much like barefoot out there, isn't it? Pretty much.
Yeah, I've
Most
been
of
to
the places
Thailand
are.
like 6 times. I love it.
Man, that's still on my to-do list.
You've got to go.
I got friends who've been about 14, 15 times. Keep telling me
Yeah,
like, yo, you got to do this, but it's happening. I've got this, I want to go to Costa Rica. I want to
yeah,
go to New Orleans for the music vibe and Mardi
yeah.
Gras. I want to check out like Bali and then obviously Thailand, all these places. Also Croatia is on my list and
Go
Japan.
defected.
What's that? What?
Defected Croatia.
What? Whoa. What do you know about that? What do you
Well,
know?
I've been for the last 4 years. It's the best. It is the best festival in
I
the
don't want to
world. I
listen.
swear.
I'm turning down the volume in my ears. I don't want to listen to this. Hold up. Yeah, so hang on. One of the best. Hold up. Okay, let me just ground myself.
And
Hang
I've been to a lot of festivals.
First of all, I love Defected.
Yeah.
Number two, I did see that was it Fallon, which is like
Yes.
I saw him last week.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Up and
Pure
coming.
good
Like,
vibes.
he's
Yeah. Up and
unreal.
coming. Defected, yeah. Blew my mind. Amazing.
Was you playing the sax for him?
I wish I could lie on this
It was at
thing.
the same event, wasn't it?
No, put it this way, right? It was actually my night off. It was a Thursday. I had a night off, and he come to London. It was right by Tottenham Court Road. There's this venue. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's a new venue. You have to go down the stairs. It's literally right there by Tottenham Court Road.
Yeah.
Station. As soon as you come out, it's like pretty much right there.
Yeah.
You have to go downstairs, and I've never been to this venue before. They got a curfew, which I think is about 11 o'clock, and so it's like it starts at 7. I think it's 6, 7. But when he came on, the vibe, the visuals, because he had the big screen, the whole venue itself, which is amazing. If I find out the name, I'll put the name. Yeah, I'll find out the name for that for you. But yeah, he just smashed it, and I love Defected. I love that. Big shout out to the forefathers. I've grown up with that kind of vibe, and now you're telling me the place, which is just fantasy for me when I see like all pictures, Defected do a festival out there.
Yeah, honestly, you would love it. Man. I can't not go. No matter what I've got on, I have to cancel it. I have to go to.
Okay.
You want to come with me?
Let's talk about this.
You want to come with me?
Just saying, you know what I'm saying? Just let me know some dates. Right? It seems like you know, and you can be my tour guide. You know what I mean? I can come across. At least I know somebody knows what's going on. So how long does it go on for, and what time of the year does it happen?
I think it's like the 4th of August for 5 days. I think they've cut it down a day this year just to make it more affordable for people. Because obviously the cost of living and all that. Right. So yeah, I think it's 3 nights this year, and it is it's a magical. Like, it's people from all over the world. They all gather. Defected is a wicked family anyway, and it's like everyone from all over the world just gathers in this one place, and just no one cares. Like, there's no trouble. You know when you go to a little rave in London?
Yeah, of course.
Like they're all
looking over the shoulder, isn't it?
They're all having fights to the tops of the
those guys. We know those guys.
Yeah, we know them guys with the
bags
and that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is like it's old and young people. But it's just like the love in there, and like everyone's just there for the music.
Yeah.
And that's
that is it. I think growing up, I've come from a crew. We used to call ourselves the Messy Crew. Imagine that. Imagine that.
You still in it?
So, I think we now and then try to fly the flag. Like, I've still got it. But after we're like, don't call me for 2 weeks. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? One of those ones, yeah. Yeah. And honestly, for me gigging on the weekend, I think it's a lot of that is pretty much saved me, because otherwise I probably will be still trying. And thank God that everybody else is having family, kids, and getting married, because they calmed us down, because we didn't have an off button. We just kept going.
That's why I work weekends now.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm working, living on.
Exactly. I'm making money instead of spending money and licking wounds and all of that. Yeah, I think I'll definitely take you up on that, because I need to go out there and experience. I love being out there in different places. Like, once you get that vibe of going out, I love the traveling. I love meeting different people, cultures, and experiences and that. My only problem with that date is it's a prime time for me with the weddings. So it'd just be typical, because there's so many things going on.
I've actually got a wedding in Vegas the week after, so I'm debating it this year.
Oh yeah, have you been to Vegas before?
I have. I don't know how I've come back alive, but yeah, I've been twice.
Yeah, let me work it out. I've been twice. I've done it once with my ex.
Yeah.
And the second time was with the band, which I met in Antigua. We
Oh,
went and
sick.
played at a wedding at Mandarin Hotel.
Oh,
Imagine a
man.
band in Vegas.
That was
What happens in
unreal,
Vegas stays in Vegas. That's what
Yeah.
I was saying. We
Yeah.
lived it. We rock and rolled it,
Yeah,
like
I bet.
literally pimp. So yeah, so this brings up to present day, right? So where we at? So now with this year, how's it looking for you this year? Like with all your things, and have you got any targets? Obviously, you got the festivals. Have you got anything else you're trying to like get to or target at the moment?
So I got contacted, another big thing actually, I forgot to mention it earlier. I got
Yeah, go on.
contacted by Cancer Research UK and
Okay, big.
to do my food stall at their, do you know they do the Race for Lives? Whereas
Yeah.
the ladies run in memory of
Mhm.
people or
Yeah,
people that have been affected by cancer.
Yeah.
So I'm doing my food stall at that, and obviously part of that, well, a lot of what I'll make will be donated to the charity.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I'm doing pretty much all of those in the southeast this year. So that is a pretty big thing for me, actually.
Oh man, I think that's great. And if there's anything like you've got any links or anything that there's a donation or anything
Yeah,
people can do, I'll definitely put it on the bottom of the channel for
yeah.
everyone to
I
do
haven't
that.
got them yet, but it'll be on my
Mm.
page. So yeah,
Yeah. I'll be definitely putting all your links. I've got all that stuff.
yeah,
100%. I'll be
wicked.
putting
Thank
that all
you.
down there. I look forward to like hopefully, because we don't know how this year is going to pan out.
Yeah,
As well, like us doing some events, some more events, because I
yeah,
love it. I mean, literally, I know there's gonna be a few little parties
yeah,
because always got, and I appreciate it because you always
yeah,
hit me up like, my friend's interested, and I'm
yeah.
putting you forward, man. It's all networking, guys. Like
It
literally,
is.
that's what this game is all about. I've still got to do my bit. It's not like I just turn up and just have jokes. Like
No.
every gig, like if Kel wants me and it's her mate, I'm
But tell him
repping.
about the time that you MC'd when the MC didn't turn up.
All right.
You literally saved the day and you smashed that.
Ah, yeah. So
Girls were buzzing.
it was a what was it, 40th?
It was a 40th, yeah.
Yeah, 40th birthday. One of Kel's closest mates, and literally I got there. And shout out to Jodie B because she was DJing. Always
Yeah,
have a vibe with that girl.
yeah.
I hopefully can get her on this podcast as well.
She'll come on, yeah.
Yeah. So we were vibing, and then I kept feeling after I was finishing, like the girls were getting all hyped because there's a garage MC coming and he's gonna rock it out and all that. So you can see I've done my bit. The girls are at a good place now, you know. Drinks are flowing, vibes are going, they're ready. And then I see one of them. They came in really upset, like a reality that they like the MC wasn't turning up. But so so what you know, right? So what you need to know is that I grabbed I've got a cordless mic which I clip on the end of the saxophone. Funny enough, they call the bell end. But do not take that away. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I got that microphone and I basically, and then my mates are gonna probably laugh because they're gonna be watching this. Like I pretty much stole most of my mates' lyrics as well as my lyrics while MCing, right? They're gonna be so vexed if they saw the video on social media. And just started busting the old school garage vibes of when I was about 16, 17, 18, thinking just standing around the mic, wanted to MC, thinking I could MC, and it went off. I couldn't believe it. The vibe was amazing.
It.
Yeah.
Like you smashed it. You literally saved the day.
Man, I was.
You
It was
did.
one of those moments, man. And you know what? I'm embarrassed, but
Why?
the vibe, because I just got up on the mic and I really felt sorry for her because it was like the party was going so well and everyone's in such a vibe, and I just didn't want it to stop. Like I'm a vibe creator, not a vibe destroyer. So I just saw that and I thought, wow, this vibe's dipping. So I just thought I've got to just kind of see if have a go at least. Do you know what I mean? Just have a go, see what happens. And the reaction was amazing.
Let you stop, would they?
Yeah, it wouldn't. And look, again, through that happening, guys, and this is like my networking. I've done a lot of events for a lot of them, like spin-off events for friends who were there at the party, and also I've done my first one with the yearly event, which your friend does, which is that
the Annabelle Rose charity.
Yeah, the Annabelle Rose, charitable, which was just epic as well.
It was great, wasn't it?
Harry Potter theme. I'm telling you, guys, they went in with the decor. and the effort they put in with the whole show and the tables and the raffle and the all of that was just ridiculous. Like, and this is it. It's been great. Like, if I didn't meet Kelly, I would have got all these kind of connections and so on. And yeah, I really appreciate it because we're all like networking. And anyway, and this I wanted to have this podcast because I thought she's got an amazing story, and I knew you have an amazing story, and this kind of confirmed it for me because of like literally where you started and to where you're here now and to where you're going. And I hope everyone kind of definitely look out for Kel'S Kitchen. If you see that on my posts, especially on my stories and I'm repping, try to look out for anything that's going on. We're just gonna keep rolling. Like, we don't have anything set in stone, nor do I. I kind of go month by month and see what's lining up. Do you know what I mean? Whatever comes first,
I'm like, oh my God, I've not got a lot of bookings. And like, literally, I got 4 last night. So I'm like,
I love that.
It's just month on. I've actually got something to send over to you. Someone wants to quote. So I'll do that after.
See, you see this, guys? This is non-stop. I think she wants 10%.
They like
she
to
knows
know
that.
I'm like, absolutely.
Man, massively appreciate it. So, your plans for literally just keep progressing. Just keep trying to find more. Obviously, you said about the charity events, so you're linking up with that because it's not just about taking, you're giving as well, which is amazing as well. And just for the people, just to let them know, like, where's the main places where they can find you. If there's anything else you want to share or kind of promote, just let me know.
Do you know what? I've not got any brunches booked in at the minute, but I'm keeping that quiet for a sec. But I'm gonna do a big one in the summer. Like, beginning of the summer, rooftop in London. You'll be there.
It'd be rude not to.
We're going to have a massive headliner. So, I'm just locking that in at the minute, which will be announced soon. I have actually got, I don't know if you've seen on my Instagram, I'm doing a wellness weekend in Spain.
Hold up. Okay, no, I didn't see that. Okay, go on.
Last year I got approached by a girl that runs a yoga retreat. To be a living private chef in a villa in Menorca. So I went and done it with her last year. Did you not know that?
But I did see that last year, right? But I didn't know it was happening again, right?
Yeah,
but I know it was sick because I was like, check you out. You're getting international now. Love that.
Yeah, like, we really hit it off. It was such a successful weekend. And she was like, I want to do something with you. So we're doing like a wellness weekend with a twist where I'm taking my decks. We're going to have like the yoga, meditation, Reiki, sound healing. And we're also going to have like live exercise classes with live DJ.
Love that.
And like barbecue sunset.
You're hearing this?
DJ.
This is heaven, right? Everyone hearing this? This is heaven. This is how Kel creates heaven.
I know.
But you know what? She got me because she just triggered something, right?
Do you want
the other thing, yeah, of course, standard. But the other thing, I'm not sure if you noticed it, but I just forgot. This is another thing you need to know, people, whoever's listening. She's even DJing now. You know what I mean? Yeah, she's DJing now. Like, at the beginning when I knew, I was like, nah, she wasn't DJing nothing. Next though, she's like DJing at her own party. Like, this girl just non-stop. You know what I mean? Like, loves to go out, have a good time, and then, well, hang on, how do I combine this with food? And you know what? I want to create the party as well. Like, she's everything. This is the Kel'S Kitchen like universe, like the bubble. Absolutely love it, man. So definitely we'll be chatting because there's a lot of things you've told me.
You want to jump on all of it,
I want to jump on all. But you know what? It's like, it's just like the life. It's like, again, you want to do so much for people. I just hope it aligns the dates because everyone just books you up. Do you know what I mean? I'm getting booked up like a madman. Maybe I need to just rein it in a bit, but I just love what I do.
Nah, book them up.
Do you know what I mean? I'm just like,
better.
you know that, and it just gives you security. Do you know what I mean as well?
Yeah.
But guys, this is Kel'S Kitchen. Like, literally, all deets are going to be on the links in the description. First of all, big up to yourself. Thank you.
Can I just say thank you to you as well? Because, like you said, you're the vibe creator, and you've literally every single brunch you've done, I've had nothing but good feedback. Everyone's like, "Oh God, the geezer's amazing." I don't want to make you blush. He's so friendly. Like,
you've
got a good aura. Everyone loves you, and I love having you part of the family.
Yeah, man. And honestly, I feel a part of the family, and I make such the effort if I can to do that because it's just great. It's like you know what? it's not sometimes not even about being paid. I just like being there and the vibe, and I love what you're doing. So I'm always going to be a supporter of someone who's doing something which I've got a lot of time and energy for. And definitely Kel's Kitchen is on the right path. And guys, you just heard what she's doing and where she's going. Man, this is beautiful, and the wellness as well, and doing the charities for cancer. Come on. Big love to you, man. And thanks for coming on French Know Best. And look, guys, remember, like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Otherwise, you won't know while gone. So anyway, take care of yourself. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Peace.